Well, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Always nice to do a new video, and I've been looking forward to this one. It's just basically, it's a question, and the question is, how do I turn this FX DRS with a black synthetic stock into this? Well, let's find out. Right, so this is my DRS that I got at the shooting show. As you can see, pretty standard. It's got the Viron 41644 on. At the moment, it might not be staying on. Now, anyone that comes on my channel regularly will know that I do like a tactical gun. I think they look good. I've always liked tactical guns. I just think they look good, and they feel good. You know, when you're shooting them and that with pistol grip and everything. So I got that AP 900, and it's a lovely little gun, is that? Don't get me wrong, I really like it. But from the day these came out, I always fancied one. And then they brought the tactical version out, and I thought that's even nicer. I mean, you know, I like it with wood stock, I like it with this black stock. I do like a black stock, but I like it with tactical as well. So I thought, if I get one of these, how can I change it? Well, as you know, there is various stocks that you can buy for them. I'll put some pictures up of one or two, but they're a lot of money, guys. I mean, we're talking £500–600 for these. They're aluminium, they're beautifully made, don't get me wrong. They're absolutely stunning. And yeah, they're fantastic. But I ain't really got, on top of gun, I haven't really got that. So I was watching AAR on YouTube, and he was showing a system that somebody had made in America, or is it Australia? I can't remember now. It'll be coming up on screen where it's from. I've got a feeling it's America. And it's called Buckrail. Okay? Now, Buckrail is a tactical stock for DRS, and there'll be some pictures of Buckrail and logos and stuff coming up as I'm talking. And basically it replaces the black with a tactical stock. You get Picatinny rail, you get everything. So first thing we'll do is I'll get rid of the gun for a minute, and I'll show you what you get in kit. Right, well, I'm sorry if there's any reflections coming off these, but basically when you get your kit, you get these 3 bags. And these 3 bags are, let's open them up. I have opened them to have a look at already. Now this Buckrail, there's going to be some specifications coming up and stuff like that. It is a printed stock. That's the stock, you know, your shoulder stock. It's fully adjustable, so you've got a cheek pad adjustability, you've got the adjustability for the trigger length, and also the butt pad up and down. It also has M-lock on bottom for if you want a bag rider, which might be handy for me because I'm doing that indoor bench rest. So that's your stock. You get some Allen keys like you always do with these things. And then the biggest bag is for your barrel. That goes over the barrel. I think it goes that way, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it does, because you've got your flat M-lock there to mount your stuff on. As you can see there, Buckrail. Now, like I say, it is printed. Now, watch that review on AAR. I will put a link to it in the description, because he says in there, it is printed, but it's not like anything you've ever seen that you've had from, say, eBay. Now, I'm not knocking anybody on eBay for printing, but there is some ropey stuff. You all know what I mean. There is some ropey stuff. There's also some very good stuff. I've had some really good magazines for FX, which I will be showing you at another date, but they're brilliant. So this Buckrail is printed, okay? So there's that, and then you get, that's your Picatinny rail, which will replace the Dove rail, which is good. So you get that in it as well. Now again, they're all printed of these, but they're absolutely solid. I mean, they're really well made. I have to say, really well made. That's your screws for that. And then, no, what else in there is there? No. And then this one is what the actual action the gun will sit in. This is obviously your trigger. Is it that way? Yeah, that way. This is where your grip goes. Now you don't get a grip with it, but I'll show you that in a minute. And then these are just all your little bits and bats that attach things to things. Now there's no instructions with this, guys, but I'm hoping it's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm like for instructions. I don't like online instructions. I like an instruction book. That's obviously something to do with your stock. You know, that's a little Picatinny rail. So that's what you get in the kit, right? This kit at the moment delivered is £260, okay, which is less than half what the other stocks are. Now, yes, the other stocks are aluminium. They're probably stronger than these, but these are, that would all right, wasn't it? That's a padded thing. That's not gonna. These are very, very, very well made. When you've got them in your hand, it honestly don't feel printed like Andy on AAR says. It don't feel like it's printed. It's, yeah, really well made. So that's what you get for your £260. You don't get a pistol grip, a grip. You don't get one of them. Now, if you've already got one, happy days. I got this one. Now, I'm a bit of a sucker for olive. I do like the colour olive on stuff. And that's my pistol grip. And that obviously goes on there, which will do. And that is a Gradus, is that how you pronounce that? Rubberized reduced angled pistol grip. FBV. Fab Defence. I'll be putting links up again from where this come from. I can't remember the actual website, and I think it were about 25 quid. There's a price there, 24.95, and I've got a feeling there were about 3 or 4 quid postage. So yeah, about £30. But that's rubberized, is that? Really nice. It's reduced angle, which means instead of it going backwards, it goes more down. Not straight down, and it's supposed to be more comfortable for targets. So we've got that. So that is on top of that. So we're at 290 now. So we're under 300 quid. Some of those other ones can be up to 600 quid. So I'm still half to just over halfway. And this really were all... If I couldn't have got this for this price, I probably wouldn't have done it. So, and it's still a lot of money, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is cheap. I'm not saying this is cheap at all. It's still a fair old chunk of cash. You know what I mean? So, right. Let me get sorted out now. I'm going to get the old stock off the other gun. I won't bore you with that. We all know that it's one bolt and it just lifts out. I'll get that done and we'll get on with fixing this kit. There we have it, guys. So this is your barrel, your air tube, your action. All comes out together. If you've got one of these guns, you'll know to be careful of this. You've got to make sure that that's, you know, it's your safety. Make sure that it goes in. Now, you know, make sure that it don't get bent or out like that. It is a bit fine, is that metal there. But this is what we use for that. Use the original bolt that it came with. So first thing I think is putting this together. Now that goes on there, but you have to get an Allen key in there somehow. So let me figure that out. I'll be back in a sec. So it's taking shape. Obviously once you've done that, that can go back in and we can get the right key to adjust that up. And you just nip them up. As we all know, guys, you don't have to tighten these things up. I always use that end at key, you know, like that, so that I can't really over tighten it. And that is most of the time all you need. There is the odd bolt that needs more than that, but most of the time that'll do it. So there we go. Nice. I'm liking it. Next one is we put the action in, I think. Now this is where we've got to be careful because of that safety. So just be careful of it here, look. You see it? And it is a beautiful fit, I will give it that. It's an absolute lovely, lovely fit. They've done a good job on that. So it's the original bolt that holds the FX into the stock that it comes with. Or is it? If I can get it to tighten up. That's interesting. Have I got that wrong? Ah, it won't straight. My fault, as usual. No, it's still not going in. Right guys, I'll be back in a sec. Right guys, so we've learnt something. The original bolt that comes with the FX, this one, is too short. We need this one. So that goes in there. I think, is that the right one? No, it's too big. That one. And there we go, straight in. So we've learnt something there, guys. One of them bolts that comes with it replaces the original one, and there we've got it in there, look. Okay, so that's your first one. So let's just sort out what's going on next. Right then guys, so what have we learnt so far? We've learnt the original bolt does not attach that to there. We have also learned that you get these extra bits for attaching different stocks. Now this stock here, I've just held it a little bit and it is a little bit short for me, so I will be extending it, but we'll cover that in a bit. But you can get extensions. I think you can actually get blocks that will go in there as well, which would extend it. But the next bit we're going to put on is the barrel sleeve, I'm going to call it. Now this sort of hooks over front here, I'll show you, but be really careful. I've undone these two bolts so that they're as loose as they go, but it, like I said, it is a very, very good fit. Now just be careful you don't scratch your barrel. Be really careful. Your air tube, sorry, not your barrel. It is a very, very good fit, so just take your time, there's no rush. So ease it on. I mean, that is quite a tight fit. I hope I'm not scratching out here. I don't really want to put out on it to, you know, to help it sort of thing. And I don't think opening that is going to do out, because I think they're pretty loose as it is. So that's it. So like I say, and then that, if you look here, there's a little things, like a little, it goes in so you can't bend it, yeah? Oh, and just quickly, getting back to where it's made. Yeah, made in the USA. Right, so we've got them on, so we just need to tighten these up. And again, as you saw putting it on, they don't have to be super, super tight. All these are going to do is stop it from moving down the barrel. So again, just a little nip, all it needs. And that's it. So there, we've got the stock on, we've got the trigger unit, and we've now got the sleeve on. So I think the next thing is going to be the Picatinny adapter. Now this just fits straight onto the dovetail like that. And once you've bolted it down, as far as I know, I think you slide it on. It continues with this one. So you get quite a long rail. So I'll just sort that out and I'll come back to you. So as you can see guys, it is a very good fit, you know, it's and when it goes in, it goes up to there, look, and continues the barrel sleeves Picatinny. So it's all one unit now, look, on top. So you get a nice Picatinny on top. I'm just going to put these screws in, which come here, and they just go straight down there. So I'll do that. So this is last screw in Picatinny, or for our American friends, the pick rail, as they call it. And that is that. That's quite nice, isn't it? You wouldn't know that were two pieces, that. And you've still got enough room here for your magazines to go in, as you can see. So, let's put the grip on. And there we have it, guys. You can put one of those beaver tail ones on here, and I don't know, maybe I should have got one of them. So, which would fill this little area here. But yeah, I mean that feels good. So this butt pad at back, I always get wrong, bloody Allen key. Basically just has two little lock nuts here. And again, you get that much travel, so I'm going to have it about there to try. I reckon once you know what you're doing with this, you could have your gun changed in 5 minutes. You know, that's a lot better. That's much better for me. So all we need to do now is shove scope on that's going to be on there, and I can show you the finished thing. But that is looking quite good. So there we have it, guys. That is done. I'll just give you a quick tour of it. So it's your rear end, fully adjustable, like you can see. I've got that out round about as far as it goes, and that's just a little bit more than the original stock's trigger pull length. If you look at that, it's very, very similar. If the normal synthetic stock is too long for you, this would be good. If it's too short for you, that's as long as it goes. But I've got a feeling you could probably put some here. You know, these bits come with it, but these bits are to add a different stock on. So you've got Picatinny, pick rail, and you've got this tube, this AR, whatever they're called, which screw in it, which goes on there, and you can add whatever you want. So obviously that adds a bit of length, and then you stock, so you could improve that. This bolt here is just for them. That's the original DRS bolt. You get some Allen keys with it. And so moving up from there, that's the stock. Really, really, really nice. Really well built. I've got my grip on. I love that. This olive green, really nice. It really sets it off. Maybe I should have got that beaver tail. I don't know. Picatinny rail at top. Really nice. Got my pad on it. I will be putting the Gojo 515 that I've got when we go out ratting and all that, but just for now I've put that on because it were at hand. As you can see, going up, it's fully covered air tube now. There's hemlock underneath, hemlock all the way around it. There's a little bit of Picatinny up front there. I've obviously got my Virac XL silencer on now, which is fantastic, and I love it because it's just a little bit thicker than air tube, so it just sets it off nice. Other thing is, I did buy these. Now these, as you can see, are Picatinny, and they come with hemlock nuts and bolts. There, look. Let me just point you down a bit. They come with these, and an Allen key, obviously. So what I've done is, I've got a piece on front of this, as you can see. I've already put it on. That's the second to the largest piece that I've put on there. Really sturdy. Again, printed, not metal, but really, really sturdy. Because I've got a bipod. Can't put my hands on it just now, so but there's a bipod going up front of this as well. So I'm really happy with that, guys. I hope if you're looking for something like this has been of help to you, or just something to watch. I don't know. I've enjoyed doing it, and I love the look of the gun. So I've got both now. I can have the DRS as a tactical rifle, you know, go out ratting with Picatinny on it and all that, and it'll click into my tripod. And yeah, I can have it as a normal rifle with its black synthetic stock, which I really do like. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. I do appreciate you dropping by. And keep your eyes out, hit the notification, because there's all sorts of stuff coming up. I've got a CP2 pimp up video coming. I've bought some really nice bits for my CP2, so that's on its way. And there's all sorts of stuff coming up, guys. So hit the